After a break for a couple of days from the heat and humidity, it will be back this weekend. We will see temperatures really take off. Uncomfortable weather outside if you're going to be out for a long length of time. When that heat index is way up there near 100 degrees, temps in the mid 90s, dew points hanging out in the 70s, it definitely feels uncomfortable. More towards strenuous activity. If you're at the beach, that's the type of weather you want. But if you're outside working or going to be mowing the lawn, anything like that length of time, of course, the heat safety things all needed. So from noon tomorrow through Sunday night, we have our alerts out. See, today is just beautiful. 70s and 80s you look across the state, but statewide the temperatures really heat up, especially as we look on into Sunday. And it will be with limited rain chances and clouds. See where our lows will be near 70 to 75 and highs in the mid 90s. Heat index again topping 100 likely. So there you go. The dew points way up there and the chance of rain is looking rather minimal for our metro forecast. Go back to today, show you some of the hazy conditions over the area. We'll have clouds on and off with sunshine mixing in at times, but overall a pretty nice day for us. It stays pretty dry. The humidity only up just a little bit. So today in the low 80s for highs. We'll call it mainly cloudy with some sunny breaks at times. And then the sky starts to clear out a little more this evening. Temperatures drop back only to around 70 for a low. So it will be another warm night. Again, clearing out, heating up, and rain chances will be minimal. I'll show you when the best chances roll in for the area, mainly towards this evening in northern Minnesota and then Sunday evening for most of the state. Here's the humidity difference. Yesterday, dew points were down here in the 40s. It was so refreshing. Today, we popped through the 50s to around 60, and we are now into the low 60s, and we'll move up into the low 70s this weekend. So much more tropical feeling, much stickier, steamier feeling outside. The humidity levels will drop back at least to start next week before they climb again, but we will still be hot. So we're talking highs in the 90s, but dew points near 60. That won't feel as bad, but it'll be extra uncomfortable. So it looks like they've updated all of the weather alerts here as of late. The areas in pink would now be an extreme heat warning for the Twin Cities, watches surrounding the metro, and then advisories for the areas in orange. So we'll add that in here. That is an extreme heat warning for the Twin Cities as we look on into this weekend from the National Weather Service. So we've been talking about it. The heat returning feels like the 90s, or I should say temps will be in the 90s. The feels like will be up above 100 with morning lows in the 70s. So your outdoor activities, long length of time, running, jogging, mowing the lawn, things like that. You want to, of course, take breaks if you're going to be out for a while. Wind is out of the south. It is bringing up the heat and humidity today, and it will bring it up in full force with the south-southwest winds as we look on into the weekend. Thankfully, though, no immediate problems with air quality with low-level wind flow. Most areas in the region are here in the good to moderate range that could worsen though as we look through the weekend. This is smoke, but likely to stay in the upper levels of the atmosphere. So it'll be hazy. For those who are sensitive, you may notice it a little more. It may try to filter down to the low levels. But you see our smoke forecast here is definitely on the much more noticeable side through your Saturday and also on into your Sunday. Mainly in the upper levels coming in from wildfires out to the west. Today's rain chance up into northern Minnesota. Some of those thunderstorms popping already. See some showers that we had earlier on this morning. They were few and far between, but we still have some of the clouds. But this front up in here and a secondary disturbance will roll towards northern Minnesota tonight, and that's what brings up a risk for severe weather. Level 2, level 1, marginal and slight risks for the northern half of the state. Tornado risk is mainly in the northwest, but it is definitely there. Bemidji, Red Lake, Thief River Falls. Hail and wind risk for, again, the north half of the state later on this afternoon and this evening. Microcast keeps it dry through most of the day, but there you go. The evening storms fire, and these could be rather strong. Continuing through northern Minnesota through the evening, then tapering overnight. Then it's just plain old heat and humidity as we look into your Saturday. Sunday, a couple of showers maybe early in the southwest, and then you'll notice in the afternoon and evening, a wave of storms tries to fire, another wave or two of storms trying to move through. So there are chances for storms as we look into Sunday, and all of Minnesota and Wisconsin right now in a level to slight risk for severe weather, maybe a little less in the far west, but pretty much everybody having to watch out for the potential of severe weather, dependent on where the storms fire up this weekend, especially Sunday there. Ridge of high pressure, that's what's building back in and will build the heat, but instead of being right underneath it or on its southwest side, we are going to be more on its northern side. So that brings in these weak disturbances to fire up rain chances. It doesn't keep us in the hot and humid pattern as long. We see temporary breaks when fronts move through. Positioning the ridge makes a big difference in July. Muggy today, mainly cloudy and an 83 high with the severe weather chance up north. A lot of 80s to show you here statewide. Tonight we settle to 70. Milder night, partly cloudy sky. Pretty good breeze today that settles down a little bit tonight. It's going to be warm for everyone though. For tomorrow, Metro at 94 with that extreme heat warning. Here as you look across the rest of the region, it will be very warm as well. We are talking about temperatures well into the 90s right on through into next week.